Alien, Romulus is clear from the onset to be a horror movie, but there might be some question to audiences about how scary it really is. Given the ways the horror genre has evolved since the release of Ridley Scott's Alien 45 years ago, it's no surprise to see the way gore, violence, and death are treated differently. However, there have been plenty of subsequent Alien films over the years, with the series offering many filmmakers a chance to shape the sci-fi/horror in their own fashion. In many ways, Alien, Romulus is a throwback to the original Alien, a largely self-contained story about a group of young adults who decide to scavenge the wrong derelict space station. The cast of Alien, Romulus have a rough go of it in the narrative, even compared to other Alien protagonists. The film is often brutal and uncompromising, meshing an emotional story between Kelly Spaney's Rain and David Johnson's Andy with all the scares and violence one expects from the Alien franchise. Alien, Romulus R rating explained. Alien, Romulus earns that R rating. Isabella Mercedes K stares in fear in Alien, Romulus trailer. Alien, Romulus has some of the scariest and most violent imagery in the series, justifying the R rating. The Alien films have largely been rated R, giving the filmmakers plenty of freedom to go wild with the horror. This extends to Fede Alvarez, who puts his experience on Evil Dead and Don't Breathe to good use in Alien, Romulus. The MPAA rated the film R for bloody violent content and language. The coarse language isn't the primary reason the film was given such a hard rating. Instead, it's the film's blunt and bloody approach to violence that earned that score. For longtime fans of the franchise, that's an exciting prospect. The series has always done a good job of featuring creative and brutal kills, particularly with their signature chestbursters. However, Alien, Romulus takes it a step further, and isn't a horror movie to recommend to younger audiences. While the sci-fi trappings and focus on unrealistic kills with acidic blood or alien attacks have allowed the Alien movies to reach a broader audience, it was usually off-screen. By contrast, Alien, Romulus is indeed very bloody violent. Alien, Romulus is as scary as other Alien movies. Alien movies can be scary in different ways, and Alien, Romulus reflects that. A xenomorph menacing a human in Alien Romulus image via 20th Century Studios. Alien, Romulus is a very scary movie, and reflects many previous approaches to the franchise. One of the most effective elements of the Alien series has always been the way the fairly straightforward premise could be reimagined, allowing Alien films to play with different horror tropes. There's the tension of a predator moving through the shadows, the gory ways xenomorphs dispatch victims, the body horror of their transformations, and the overwhelming threat they pose in action settings. Alien, Romulus plays with all these and more, incorporating plenty of overwhelming swarms, unexpected turns, and the best jump scare in the entire series. The third act of Alien, Romulus in particular, has a sequence that is among the most frightening concepts in the entire series. Alien, Romulus is not a movie that holds back, and that's one of the most best elements of it. For fans of horror films, Alien, Romulus is a great time. For audiences who are a little more wary about diving into scary situations, they may want to sit Alien, Romulus out, although that does mean missing out on some otherwise stunning visuals, solid character work, and cool action. Alien, Romulus is more violent than other Alien movies. Alien, Romulus doesn't hold back on the kills. Alien, Romulus is arguably the most violent film in the series. Technically, the movie's tight cast has a relatively small on-screen kill count, especially compared to the dozens of minor characters killed in films like Aliens and Alien 3. However, this greater focus on a handful of characters makes each death hit even harder. It's also something the filmmakers seemingly recognized, as each character who dies is brought down through a different means. All of them are horrifying and grisly, with plenty of blood and gore spread out across the spaceships by the end of the film. Many previous entries in the series kept the actual violence largely off-screen, using creative editing to ratchet up the tension while avoiding direct fights between people in the xenomorph. By contrast, Alien, Romulus is overt with its approach to gore, with each major death happening clearly and on-screen. It doesn't feel gratuitous and fits the tone, but it is worth noting that Alien, Romulus might be the most violent entry in the mainline Alien series and totally justifies the R rating it was given by the MPAA.